do me a favor. Could you check to make sure that the mic is coming through the roadcaster? I'm talking about on here. You know what I'm talking about? How to set it up on there? Yeah, not there. You just go right here. Oh yeah, go to mic. Down here. Let's make sure that it's on the roadcaster. That way, because I think the last one it wasn't on there. All right, cool. Because all right, no sweat. All right, so we good. All right, Most High in Christ. All right, so this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Shout out to everybody who's in the class. Login for the lateness today. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but so what we're going to be going into, the title of the class is Venezuela Stole All the Oil. Now, the reason that's the title for the class is because that's what Donald Trump said. So what I was going to do was go into this class, of course, and give you some scriptures on, Venezuela, the oppressor, and, to give you a little bit more insight on what's going on, all right? So let me just go ahead and share the class myself. And I implore everybody else that's in the class to share it to so that somebody else can send it. Send it to one of your family members. And we'll get it on in like 2 seconds. All right. Anybody we got in the chat?
Con. We got Yakar.
Mm-hmm.
She said Shalom, Yahweh Shema Adam, Hashem Yahweh Shah. She's checking in from her slave. We got Officer Tashayam in the chat. We got Darlene in the chat. We got Just Art. She said Shalom, Most High in Christ. We got Red in the chat.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Do me a favor. Can you zoom in a little bit on the on the camera?
Okay.
See how it's a little bit out, a little bit. All right. Boom. All right. So I got some notes here today. All right. So everybody out there know who is the Venezuelans? Who are they on the 12 tribes? The 12 tribes chart. Anybody know? Go ahead. Close. Close. Asher, there you go. The tribe of Asher, you know what I mean? And those are our brothers, right? The Venezuelans are our brothers. And what's going on with them right now is something that always been going on when it comes to the oppressor and how he oppresses, right? And I wanted to show y'all a series of videos today, and also wanted to show y'all a series of scriptures, but also I wanted to go into a couple of reads on some articles, all right? So we're gonna break it down, all right? Now, could you give me that one where it breaks down what's going on, that conflict? If you could bring that one out real quick. Oh, no problem at all. I think it looks pretty good now. I think it's pretty straight. Y'all let us know in the chat, man. Does the camera look straight? All right. So yeah, I just need you to go to that one where it says, I think the one I wanted was the oil conflict. Yeah. And then I might just need you to pause it every now and again, just so I can make a point real quick, and then we'll just keep going. But since it's a short, we probably might need to play it like 2 times, you know what I'm saying, just so everybody can catch it. Bob Kashar, whenever you're ready. All right.
It's gonna be a slight delay.
Okay, no problem at all. And if you could just mute my mic so it ain't no feedback.
so much to America.
And
Let's
you
break
gotta
it
mute
down
yours, too.
step by step. Right here in South America, Venezuela sits on the world's biggest oil treasure, around 300 billion barrels, worth more than $21 trillion. That's more than Saudi Arabia's 267 billion, and way ahead of America's own 69 billion. On paper, now look at the map. Venezuela's oil fields are right on the Caribbean coast. Just a short trip north across the sea, and you hit the U.S. Gulf Coast, home to some of America's biggest refineries. Whoever controls this oil controls a jackpot right in America's backyard. If Venezuela freely sells oil, the market floods with cheap supply. Prices crash. That hurts America's own shale oil industry. By keeping Venezuela locked under sanctions, the U.S. and its Middle Eastern allies keep demand and prices in their favor. Geographically, Venezuela is too close to ignore. Control here means secure supply for the U.S. and denying cheap oil to rivals like China, Russia, or Iran. It's not just barrels of oil, it's global influence. And here's the twist. While the world is blocked, U.S. companies like Chevron still get special waivers. Why does Venezuela's oil matter so much to America? Let's break it down step by step. Right here in South America, Venezuela sits on the world's biggest oil treasure, around 300 billion barrels, worth more than $21 trillion. That's more than Saudi Arabia's 267 billion, and way ahead of America's own 69 billion. On paper, now look at the map. Venezuela's oil fields are right on the Caribbean coast. Just a short trip north across the sea, and you hit the U.S. Gulf Coast, home to some of America's biggest refineries. Whoever controls this oil controls a jackpot right in America's backyard. If Venezuela freely sells oil, the market floods with cheap supply. Prices crash. That hurts America's own shale oil industry. By keeping Venezuela locked under sanctions, the U.S. and its Middle Eastern allies keep demand and prices in their favor. Geographically, Venezuela is too close to ignore. Control here means secure supply for the U.S. and denying cheap oil to rivals like China, Russia, or Iran. It's not just barrels of oil, it's global influence. And here's the twist. While the world is blocked, U.S. companies like Chevron still get special waivers. Why does Venezuela's oil matter so much to America? Let's break it down step by step. Right here in South America, Venezuela sits on the world's biggest oil treasure, around 300 billion barrels, worth more than $21 trillion. That's more than Saudi Arabia's 267 billion, and way ahead of America's own 69 billion. On paper,
What's going on, Lord Christ? Okay, Most High in Christ. All right. So we back. Oh, you get okay, cool. So we back. Oh, hold on, let me mute that mic real quick. Mute that real quick. All right, Most High in Christ. So we back, right? So now what we talking about today? We're talking about Venezuela, and we're talking about Donald Trump, and we're talking about what's going on right now in the news. What's going on with Maduro, all of that. But hopefully through that video, y'all was able to get a little bit of insight real quick on what's going on, all right? So at the end of the day, it's about money. It's about moving the chess pieces on the board. It's about the oppressor, making their play, just as the other world leaders are going to be making their plays. But ultimately, all of this is going to go to the Third World War, the Third World's War, and all of this has to happen. And the way that it's happening is it's speeding up. Y'all see how it seems like the days are going by so quick? It's because the Lord is speeding the time up. Like things are constantly happening over and over and over and over. Like, wasn't we just talking about like the Venezuelan gangs that was taken down to Seacot? And then remember, it was about the dude who they was trying to come back to America because it was like, get them free. And then, remember we was talking about Nigeria just like a week ago. And then it's like so much stuff going on. Then the Israelis is bombing, the Gaza Strip. All this stuff is happening so quick. And if you in the world, you don't know how to compartmentalize these things because it's so much going on, right? And so through these classes, you're able to get the clarity that you need on the topics, all right? That's affecting us the most, all right? Boom. So let's go to Lamentations 5:1, and let's get a little bit insight on, on what's going on here, all right? And I'm going to take y'all through some scriptures, and then, of course, I'm going to take y'all back to some of the articles and videos that I have, all right? What's going on, y'all? Y'all good? Oh, okay. Being good?
All right, Khan. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 1. Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us, Consider and behold our reproach.
Mm-hmm.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Say that one more time.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Right. You see that? That's the oil. That oil is the inheritance of Venezuelans, right? Our brothers from the tribe of Asher. That's their oil, right? But it's been turned over to strangers.
Right.
And which strangers are those? Not just America, but it's also turned over to the Russians. It's also turned over to the Chinese. It's also turned over to the Iranians, right? And all different types of countries around that get the oil from there. Now, are they giving, all these nations got a hand in the oil? It should reflect that by how much oil it is, right? Like, if you got like all of these different countries, France, all these different countries that are getting oil from Venezuela, then it should reflect in the people. You know what I mean? But it's not. And that was one of the things too. Like with what was the one before Maduro? Wasn't it Chavez? I think it was Chavez. But a lot of these leaders, they be so controlled by other countries that it's like, they give the country these loans. Like China will give like Venezuela these loans, and they give like high interest on the loans. Then Venezuela can't pay the money back. So then they say, okay, well then we got to get the oil. And then before you know it, the whole country is getting raped by every other nation just to stay afloat. All right, boom. So it said that they took our inheritance, right? Our inheritance is turned unto strangers. Go ahead.
Our houses to aliens.
Uh-huh.
We are orphans and fatherless.
Mm-hmm.
Our mothers are as widows.
Mm-hmm.
We have drunken out water for money.
We have what?
We have drunken our water for money.
Somebody break it down.
Instead of natural resources, we rather money.
You want it, but just give me straight to the point though. We have drunken our water for money.
We used up all our resources. So like,
you around there? Anybody in the chat? We have drunken our water for money. Taza. Anybody? We have drunken our water for money. Anybody want to take a shot at it? Anybody in the chat?
nah,
Anybody in the chat?
not yet. No.
Go ahead, Makawar. Officer Makawar.
We have used our resources, our natural resources for man-made things.
Not quite, but I want you to bring me right there. Like y'all saying it damn near. You know what I mean? But get me right there. When it says, now remember that what's the context of what's going on here? They took our inheritance, right? And it was given unto strangers, right? And it says what? We are orphans and our and fatherless. Our mothers are as well as widows. We have drunken our water for money. All right, I'll give it to you. It's the same thing that's happening to us right now. What is this?
Commodity.
It's our water, right? Now, how are we able to drink it? Right, you got to buy it. So the oppressor, we drunken our water for money. This is our water. Everybody's water, but it's our water. But now that the oppressor takes it and puts it in the bottle and sells it back to us.
Right.
You get my point?
Right.
So we have drunken our water for money. Go ahead.
Khan.
Hey, Shalom, sis, what's going on?
Our necks are under persecution.
Uh-huh.
We labor and have no rest.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many people can understand? How many people can understand what's going on right here? When it says we have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us, right? Like they cut our trees down, right? And then like we talking about the Venezuelans in this sense, right?
Right.
They cut their trees down and then sell their trees back to them.
Right.
The wood back to them. Go ahead.
We labor and have no rest.
Mm-hmm.
We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
All right, yeah. So this is going into something else, but yeah, you get the point, right? The whole point is oppression, and the same thing that our brothers and sisters is going through over in Venezuela is the same thing that the 12 tribes have been going through, since we've been over here in America and all the surrounding places. All right? Boom. All right. So let's go into, let me go to, I said, so it's a couple good ones, man. Let me get, damn, I got a couple I want. Let's go to Habakkuk 2 and 4. We don't go to Habakkuk too much, huh?
I have read it. Like, not the whole thing.
Let me just get there with you real quick.
Okay.
Habakkuk 2. Verse 4.
Khan. It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
That's the oppressor, right? His soul that is lifted up is not right in him, right? Keep reading.
But the just shall live by his faith. And
that's by the word of the Lord, right? That's by the commandments. That's by, you know what I mean, following Christ, right? Keep reading.
Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
But transgressors by wine is like their philosophy, right? But it also, it's how they are, like American customs, American philosophy, like the things that America stands on, right? This is the things that he transgresses by, right? But it says he's a proud man. That's the USA.
Right.
The USA is proud, and they man, you look on like you look on like different like blogs all over, like you're reading online. I was reading a lot of them on like Venezuela. You know, you got a lot of people saying like, yeah, we should just take everybody's whatever, take whoever oil, you know what I mean? But then like when you see what's going on, like what's to stop China from going into Taiwan now? I think what's going to happen is they're going to, all the world superpowers see what that move that America just made. They're going to say, all right, so now China going to say, we're going to go get all the what's those, the microchips that Taiwan got? We about to go over there and get the microchips. Then Russia might say, you know what? We're gonna go into Africa and we're gonna invade, you know, whatever African nation, and we're gonna take all the coltan out of there. You know what I mean? Right. The minerals that are in the ground. You know, like the minerals they need for cell phones and different things like that. They're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna go in there and we're gonna take it because we see what America just did. So since they want to try to get all the oil to try to make a play like that, we're gonna make a play over here. Then America say, you know what? We're gonna go and take Greenland. You know what I'm saying? Because we need Greenland because of the what's that called? The climate, so that they can put their servers up there so that we can, you know, have AI and they can, what's that word called? Mine Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna, and then it's like the world, the powers of the earth is gonna go into their corners and then just try to gobble up all the resources that they can. And then next thing you know, man, it's just gonna be like, it's gonna lead to World War III. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, everything is going to come to a head. All right? Keep reading.
Khan.
He's a proud man.
Neither keepeth at home.
Right, because can you bring me down from proud man just so we can focus back in real quick?
Khan. He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home.
Right, because the oppressor don't stay home. He all in Venezuela trying to see what's going on. He all the way down in Taiwan trying to see what's going on over there. He's in the Ukraine trying to see what's going on in Ukraine, which, you know, is none of our business, but he's all over there. He's all over in, you know, North Korea, South Korea, you know, all over the world. The oppressor has been in everybody's business, and he does not, what it say? He does not what? Stay at home, keep it at home.
Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Right, because that's the wars that he starts.
Right.
The wars that he start around the earth, the bombs that he drop, he enlargeth hell, right? Keep reading. Which is the condition. All right.
Khan. And is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations.
They what?
Gathereth unto him all nations.
How many nations is here in America? a ton of them. The Uzbekistanis, the Afghans, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Venezuelans, the Colombians, Africans, black people, Somalians, everybody's here. Right? It says what? He gathers unto him all nations. Keep reading.
And heapeth unto him all people.
Right, and say that one more time.
And heapeth unto him all people.
Mm-hmm.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Right, so the heapeth unto him all people is like a melting pot.
Right.
He got this big melting pot. Go ahead, read that one more time.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
Right, because remember, you think these other nations don't see what's going on? And all of these people, all of these nations, these that he heaped unto himself, are all here in America. Right? Them dudes at the 7-Eleven, they hate Donald Trump's guts. Right? Them Chinese people that we go and get the cat and dog from, we love that. You just gotta admit it, right? That we love cat and dog. I mean, we've been eating it for what? 30 years, 40 years. But because it's just a sidebar. I saw a video, right? This black girl said she went into a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant. She was going live, and she said when she went in there, she heard cats, like a cat screaming, like the cat was screaming, and then she heard a thump, and then it just didn't hear nothing no more. So she went and called the cops. The cops came, and was in there or whatever. And then the people that was working behind the counter, they tried to hurry up and leave or whatever. But even though we got videos like that, nobody stops going to the Chinese spot. You know what I mean? It's because at the end of the day, I guess if they are selling cat, nobody gives a damn. All right. Boom. Could you take me back up to 6?
Come. Shall not all these take up a parable against him,
Mm-hmm.
and a taunting proverb
Mm-hmm.
against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Say that one more time.
Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Right, because look, that oil is not America's oil. Right. Take me to the one where take me to the video real quick where it said the PBS one.
Come.
Yeah, the PBS one. I'm gonna go there with you too, just so that I can read the article with you. But I remember that the video I wanted you to play at the top of the page. That one you can start it at probably about 20 seconds, just so that everybody can hear what he's saying. Remember the verse. The verse said, woe unto him that increases that which is not his. All right? Boom. All right. Whenever you're ready, you can play it.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. Just a blockade. Not going to let anybody going through that shouldn't be going through. You remember they took all of our energy rights. They took all of our oil from not that long ago, and we want it back. But they took it. They illegally took it. Oh, Dan did a great job. I think he wants to go back to his show. Yeah, I did.
Now, y'all hear what he said? He said they're asking him like, what's going on? And he said, we got a blockade. Real quick, if you could just pause it real quick. Now, he said they got a blockade, right? They asked him like, what's going on with Venezuela? He said that they got a blockade, right? Oh, hold on. Let me, we got a slight delay, right? So, boom. He said, we got a blockade or whatever. And that's how the oppressor is. The oppressor is like, he builds a wall no matter what. And what's going on is the wall that he's building around Venezuela is with ships. You know what I mean? It's military formation ships, so nobody can come in, nobody could go out. And that's always been the characteristics of Esau. right? So they're asking him what's going on. He said that we got a blockade, but he's also going to say, and I want y'all to listen closely when he says they shut us out. They took our oil, right? He's goes back to the scripture where it says woe to him that increases that which is not his. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. Just a blockade. Not going to let anybody going through that shouldn't be going through. You remember they took all of our energy rights. They took all of our oil from not that long ago, and we want it back. But they took it. They illegally took it.
Unmute me. You can leave it right there. You can leave it right there. But I'll just go ahead and talk. All right, y'all see, he said they illegally took it. So boom, let me read a little bit of this, right? Unmute me. You can leave it right there. You can leave it right there. But I'll just go ahead and talk. I'm gonna bring this down. Shalaka, y'all, for the reverb on the mic. All right, boom. Let me see.
You done with that video?
Yeah, you could be done with it. And could you play the other one, the other video, the one where it says, the one where, let me see, I got it. I got my notes today, y'all. The U.S. oil, not the oil conflict, but the second one.
Still US oil?
Yeah, the still U.S. oil. You might have to play it 2 times just so that everybody can see it. It's just a quick short, just to give y'all a little understanding on what is he talking about when he said that they stole the oil, which is Venezuela. Nah, I'm too out. Go ahead and do your thing.
Trump's claim explained in 60 seconds. Donald Trump says Venezuela took all of our oil and that the U.S. wants it back. But is that actually true? Here's the reality. Venezuela has some of the largest oil reserves in the world, and they're Venezuelan, not American. What did happen is this. U.S. oil companies like ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips once operated there. Starting in the 1970s and later under Hugo Chavez, Venezuela nationalized its oil industry, forcing foreign companies out. Some companies sued and won compensation rulings, but Venezuela never fully paid. So did Venezuela steal U.S. oil? No. Under international law, nationalization is not the same as theft. Trump's statement is political framing, arguing that U.S. companies were unfairly stripped of oil rights, not that America owned Venezuela's oil. Bottom line, Trump did say it. But the claim that Venezuela took U.S. oil is misleading, not a proven legal fact. Did Venezuela steal U.S. oil? Trump's claim explained in 60 seconds. Donald Trump says Venezuela took all
Yeah, now y'all see that? Now, it's because they decide to nationalize the oil, right? And basically what's going on there is they're saying, okay, this here. Yeah, now y'all see that? Oh, shit. Now, damn. It's because they decide I got it loud. I got it loud, yeah. Yeah, so what they did was they, you want to say something?
No, I was just saying, let me see the remote. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No sweat. So it was like they nationalized the oil, right? So what's going on is they're saying, okay, this is for us and this is for the betterment of our people, because at that time, so many people was coming in and raping the industry, you know what I mean, and taking oil for themselves. And at that time, Venezuela wasn't benefiting. So they decided to say, you know what, we're going to take it because this is going to benefit, we're going to nationalize it because this is going to benefit us as a nation, right? Before it benefits anybody else, right? And so they kicked out these oil companies, right? But check this out. Some of the oil companies, they had to they got compensation for getting kicked out, right? What does that remind y'all of?
Reparation?
For
the so-called Jews.
Well, the Jews, but I'm saying, what does that make you think about when somebody gets kicked out from somewhere, but you got to pay reparations to the people that got kicked out because they got kicked out? The natives, yeah, but give me more. Haiti, you know what I'm saying? When they got kicked out of Haiti, what did Haiti have to pay back to the French? Like, oh, okay, because you're kicking me out, because we're taking everything that you have that's supposed to be yours, because we're taking it and you kicking us out, then we still get reparations from you kicking us out. The white man is the devil. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And I don't see how people in 2025 can't understand that yet. Can't understand it. What are you doing? If you were going to church in 2026, then I'm sorry for you. I mean, I think that you literally live under a rock. Like how that what's that those commercials say? You don't know about progressive insurance, which you've been living under a rock? Yeah, you've been living under a rock, because everything that's out here, all this information that's being said out here, we should be being a possessor of that knowledge, right? But instead, we just want to be so simple and so simplistic with our existence here on the earth. When you see the oppressor, like Donald Trump, that's Christianity right there. That is Christianity at its finest right there. That, not the black Christianity. I'm talking about white Christianity. That's what it is right there. We're going to go and he said it's our oil. He said it's ours. They illegally kicked us out. How they illegally kick you out if they decide, hey, look, man, this is for us? Ain't that what America did? America said what? What did Donald Trump run on? America first, right? So what happened when the Venezuelans want to say Venezuela first? Right. Now that's illegal. See how the oppressor is a hypocrite, because he does it and he feels that he's in the right because it's his destiny. Right? To own and gobble up everything. You know what scripture I want? Give me that. If he had robbed, would he had leaving something? Right? Boom. So let's go back to Habakkuk 2 and let's go back to 6, Baba Kashaw, so we could just focus everybody back in.
Khan. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him,
mm-hmm.
and a taunting proverb
mm-hmm.
against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
Right. That's all everybody's talking about. Do you think these heathens don't sit at the African dude that worked with me, he came in and was like, did you hear what Trump had done? I'm like, yeah, I heard what he did. Yeah. He has went to Venezuela. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, that's the way the oppressor is. I mean, these heathens, boy, they sit around eating their fufu, eating all that, you know, eating their couscous and octopuses and all that at the dinner table. And they talking about what's going on, what Trump is doing. And they are upset about it. And it's a lot of sleeper cells that are here in America. You know, you think them people are cool that's down at the 7-Eleven. You think those people that's behind in that Dunkin' Donuts making them nasty donuts, you think that they cool. You think that these Akis, you know, in these corner stores is cool, right? Hey, make it the Aki way. Ain't that what those videos be saying? Hey, make me this, make it the Aki way. You know, them Akis, man, they hate America. You know what I mean? Them splinter cells, and as soon as they go down, where the first place they gonna look? They mad at white people. Where's the first place they gonna go? Somebody read my mind. Black people. That's the first thing you gonna do. They mad at America. They mad at America for taking all the oil, but they're not as mad as they would be, you know, to you, you know, being in the ghetto, right? Boom. So, boom. All right, we just change it up a little bit. All right. All right, no sweat. Go ahead. You can go to Obadiah. Baba Kashaw.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. They don't have enough. They can never have enough. They're on their way to Greenland next. They're going to Greenland and then Denmark and all that. What the hell are they going to do? You know, they got guns. I mean, that's the way the world works. That's why I'm not surprised by what's going on, because if you pay attention to the oppressor, that's how it works. That's how life works. I got guns more than you, and you don't have enough as me, and I'm going to come and take everything you got. Who cares? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? What happens? And I was watching this one, Trump saying, well, Venezuela isn't America, still America. I said, damn. You know, they start rationalizing it like, well, it's still America, you know, it's just South America. I mean, the way he looks at it, all of that's Mexico. Go ahead.
If I could, the only thing that's saving a lot of the other countries is the fact that I don't know if you said this already, but they have nuclear weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Maduro, to my knowledge, he doesn't really have nuclear capability, so they could just come in and kidnap the man in the middle of him sleeping.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Trump was watching on the on the body cam. He was watching everything. They caught Maduro in bed. They caught him in bed. You know what I mean? Damn, imagine that. You in there trying to get some meat with your rib. They run up in there, boom! SEAL Team 6, like, hey, you going back with us. And they brought him back to New York, too. Of all the places, they brought him back to New York. Yeah, and his rib to New York. Reverse, when they just trying to get all the Venezuelans out of New York, and now they taking them back. But go ahead. Salakia, damn, it was a lot of information too. I thought we was there. I thought we had it up. Salakia, if y'all could just give us a second.
Yeah, Delaware South and Ice Cream. I'm about to get.
Damn, right, how many people was in there?
It's 5 in here now.
Damn, you're giving out this information to 2 people. Damn. All right. Most are in Christ. All right. All right, no sweat.
Run it back, Cat. Run it
Hour. The 5 people that was watching is like, wow, this is great. Everybody else didn't see it though. All right, no sweat. All right, let's go back. All right, this is ISUBK Israelite School. All right, no sweat.
No, we should be Tawab. Everything you said that should post, but I just added the other stream to us so more people can get to us.
All right, no sweat. All right, I guess we can work with that. All right, boom. So they could probably go back, right? All right, so this is a warning for everybody, just a PSA announcement. If you just now tuning in, you can go back and get the information at the beginning of the class that you might have missed. You know, we had some technical difficulties, and one of the destinations that we were streaming to didn't get the stream. All right, so the brother's setting it up right now, and then you can go back and check the class, the beginning of the class. All right.
And it looks like there's more people coming in.
More people go there. Most are in Christ. Shout out to all the people, man, that's coming in right now. Like I said, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, so you can go back and if you want to rewind, you know, you can actually rewind it while it's going live, and you can still watch everything if you want. But it's a good class, so I implore everybody to share the class if you can. And the camera just went all the way over to the wall.
Yeah, I had to pull the controller up. That was missing too. I got it. So
okay.
All right, we on the money now.
All right.
10 people in the building.
All right, we got.
You want to have me shout out the chat real quick?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and shout out the chat. Let's refocus everybody back in. What are we talking about? We're talking about Venezuela. We're talking about how Trump stole the oil from Venezuela. We're talking about our brothers in Venezuela. We're talking about brotherhood, sisterhood. This is the class tonight, right? This is why we're here. We're here to, inject brotherhood and sisterhood back into, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right. So what we're talking about tonight, and we're going to go a little bit further than what we would have went, any other time. We're going to go a little bit more into it. And we're going to keep it moving. All right. Boom. So let's go to Obadiah, and then I'm going to go back to Habakkuk. All right.
All right. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. You would think that the oppressor, he had enough, right? But he doesn't have enough because this is what he chooses to do. He chooses to steal. All right. And we're going to go into more about that as we go into these scriptures. I got some real good scriptures for y'all. All right. All right. So let's go back to Habakkuk. Let me see. 2 and 5. I'm just going to go back just a little bit. All right. There's a couple more points I wanted to hit. And then I want to go to Psalm 64 and 1.
All right, I'm getting there right now.
No sweat.
All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Mm-hmm. So that's like I said, that's the philosophies of America, right?
Right.
That's how the oppressor, he transgresses, right? He transgresses by the things that he thinks in his mind, the things that he think is right? Manifest destiny, all of those things that comes along with the philosophy of America. Go ahead.
He is a proud man,
Mm-hmm.
neither keepeth at home.
Right, because where does the oppressor at? He's in Venezuela when he should be here. Right. And focusing on America first. But everything that Trump ran on when he's talking about, like, he doesn't want to start wars and peace through strength and all that kind of stuff, that's just another way to say to be a bully. And then we see that's what's going on now, peace through strength. And, Trump was talking about not having war. He bombed the Houthis. He bombed Nigeria. He bombed, who else did they bomb?
Houthis, Nigeria.
Venezuela.
And that's it.
Am I missing one? Iran. Damn. For somebody that ran on that he don't want no war, seems to me like that he's constantly engaging in it. Right. And he's doing it behind the back of Congress. He said that he didn't tell Congress about it because he didn't want Congress to tip off Maduro, right? Then maybe he might not have been there when they decided to go in there, right? Keep reading.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell,
mm-hmm.
and is as death,
mm-hmm.
and cannot be satisfied,
mm-hmm.
but gathereth unto him all nations.
Now we see that, right? Just focusing everybody back in. You see that, right? Doesn't the oppressor gather all the nations? Look at America. It's a melting pot, right? Full of nations, right? Tell me this ain't talking about Esau. Go ahead.
And heapeth unto him all people.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him,
mm-hmm.
and a taunting proverb against him,
mm-hmm.
and say, woe to him that increaseth,
mm-hmm.
that which is not his.
We're talking about the oil, right? He taking oil that's not his. Go ahead.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
The thick clay is like the nations. Go ahead.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
Mm-hmm.
And awake that shall vex thee?
And say that one more time. They shall what? They shall not what? Shall they not?
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
That's the terrorism.
Right.
That's what's going to happen, right? Keep reading.
And awake that shall vex thee.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Right. That's a spoil, like a treasure, right? Booty. I used to think the booty. I was like, well, why is that in the Bible? I'm like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's treasure. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Mm-hmm.
all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
It goes back to that scripture where it says, shoot at Babylon and spare no arrows. It says, man, let me get y'all real quick. Jeremiah the 50th chapter. Jeremiah the 50th. But hold that though. I'm gonna take you to a precept on this. Jeremiah the 50th chapter. I remember this one. Let me see. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where it says, it says, "O ye that bend the bow." You know what I'm talking about, Matazapa? All ye that bend the bow. Oh, let me see. I know it's in my brain. I think I got it. I know I ain't going crazy. Hold on.
I think it's Jeremiah 50 and
14. Yep, there you go.
I'm going to it right now.
You got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon.
That's battle formation.
Round about.
Mm-hmm.
All ye that bend the bow.
That's battle formation. These are the nations that are going to come against America. Go ahead.
Shoot at her.
Mm-hmm.
Spare no arrows.
Mm-hmm.
For she hath sinned against the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Continue. Verse 51. Oh, Salakia.
Verse 15.
Verse 15. Salakia.
No sweat. Take your time.
Verse 15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her.
There you go. Now, if we go back to, is it Habakkuk or Habakkuk?
I believe it's Habakkuk, sir.
Okay.
Could be wrong. I'll look it up.
Boom. Okay, so go back to Habakkuk 2 and
we left that in verse 7.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we'll go down to 8.
Khan out of one Khan. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
There you go. Right. So that's what's going to happen to America. All of this stuff is not going to go down, unchecked by the Lord.
Right.
Lord's going to make sure all of this stuff gets checked. And now they said Trump is talking. He sent a warning to Mexico. Send a warning to Mexico. Before you know it, we're gonna be going down to Tijuana. We're gonna just be able to drive there. Just get it on. And be like, yo, where you at? Be like, yo, I'm in Tijuana. You know what I mean?
If I could.
Go ahead.
Salaki, if I could, it's almost as if everything the oppressor has done just hasn't been enough. That's why the verse that you brought out was so heavy when you told us to read where it said if robbers had, robbed, and I'm paraphrasing, wouldn't they, stop when they had enough? When I went down to Mexico, last November, a lot of the resorts had taken over the different parts of the places I had visited, to where when I went to restaurants, the people, that were actually inhabitants were pretty much just beggars. Like as we're at the restaurants, they're, begging for us to, take little trinkets or get a massage and this, that, and the fourth. But the island where I was, or not the island, but the coast and the beach that I was at, the people were oppressed over there in Mexico. And they had already taken pretty much that whole entire space from the people and turned it into a resort for like Carnival and Royal Caribbean and the other places. And now they want even more from Mexico and Venezuela.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. They said that, Trump's talking about, he issued a warning to them because, he's using that as a way to be able to go in there and, because he's going to tell them, okay, this is, y'all not stopping the flow of drugs. Right. So next thing you know, that president going to be up there, but she's Jewish though. So I don't know if she'll be, maybe we might have to ask Matala Pa about that. I mean, what you think? She'll let him go in there and take anything he wants. Right. Yeah. Before you know it, it'll be, all they need is Mexico. Then it'll skip over Panama, but they already got Panama. You know what I mean? Because they already got control of the Panama Canal, so then they would just skip over that and just go right into Venezuela. But then from that point, you know, who's to stop it from going all the way down? Go ahead, sis.
What do you think about him pardoning the president of Honduras who was charged with bringing 400 tons of cocaine?
Well, yeah, because it all goes down to business too. You know, like people in high places. Like, and the Commander General Yohana brought this out. Like, you know, the oppressor, like, everything in the world is not how like people think, you know, and people perceive it to be. Right. Like we're set by a whole set of rules that are not the rules that, let's say, the CIA follows or the MI6. Right. What's that other one called? The KGB. Right. Go ahead, Mataza Pa. Yeah, we're not, they have, okay, when the government, like the general was breaking it down, when the government sets up a society, right? When people set up a society, the government basically runs the people that's inside of this box a certain way. But then they have another group of people that go out and do all the dirty work, make the shady backdoor deals, you know, go around, start wars, right. You know, take the treasure from every other country. But then we're over here getting locked up for riding with weed in the car. You see what I'm saying? But they have CIA that's, you know, busting all this stuff in by the truckloads. But, you know, so it's like they play by two sets of rules. And the people that are in the middle in the box, those are the stupid people. Those are the people that's out on the street, you know, protesting, you know, people that vote and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Those are the people that are like, and I think they take a census and do all that just to see who's still asleep. Go ahead.
So if I could, I just wanted to read something that I'll be trying to bring out all the time. This is an article from the Business Insider, and it says an investigation by the EI Universal found that between 2000 and 2012, the U.S. government had an arrangement with the Mexico Sinaloa drug cartel that allowed the organization to smuggle billions of dollars of drugs and provided information on rival cartels. So right. They were able to sell billions and tons of drugs with the DEA, and you were just bringing out the other organizations that did the same thing. Right.
Go ahead, Mataza Pa. You might have to come up a little bit.
What I was about to say, so what he's bringing out and what the sister brought out is proof that America going into Venezuela is not about drugs or trying to bring back the DARE program or nothing like that.
the DARE. They don't know about the DARE program.
It's literally about the crude oil because of Venezuela's crude oil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said the DARE program. You know, the crude oil, because okay, when it was a move by Trump to lock off like China, to lock off Russia, because what was going on was like Russia, Iran, all these different countries, they were able to, you know, they got sanctions from the United States. So what they were able to do was go behind the sanctions, like these other countries, they was able to go behind the sanctions and basically go and do business with Venezuela. But now Venezuela is what that oil reserve is worth $21 trillion. $21 trillion. And if you know anything about Trump, and I don't know if this is gonna happen or not, but he just might do it because he's a narcissist. Trump might drop the prices of gas down to $1. And if he do that, look, black people gonna love Trump. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be $1 for gas. He gonna end inflation. if that happens, and I'm not saying it will, because they just gonna just, they of course, they're gonna take and they're gonna rob, and why the hell would they make anything go down? But I think it could be a play that could be coming to make everybody, because the oppressor. Let me, while I'm thinking of that, let me get Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
mm-hmm.
and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And what destroys the heart?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
That $1 gas, that's it. We forgot about the protest that we were supposed to be doing once the SNAP benefits came back.
Right.
I thought we wasn't gonna go out for Christmas or Thanksgiving or Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I thought it was all over when we wasn't gonna get our SNAP benefits. But what happened? They turned it back on. And what do? They gave you the gift. And what did that do? Destroys your heart. Right. And where are we at? In the lines on Black Friday, busting through the door to get the doorbuster sales. Right? Now you fighting with an old lady over the last TV. You know what I mean? Because that's where it is. The gift always destroys the heart. And I guarantee you, mark my word today, because I remember I said they was gonna turn the SNAP benefits on. You remember that, don't you? Right. And I said that was gonna happen when we was in class. Before it happened, I knew they would, because everybody's like, well, we're gonna go out and we're gonna rob all the Walmarts. Then remember Walmart said, all right, I see what you niggas trying to do. All the food is gonna have to be ordered through online to get any food out of here while niggas was talking all that crazy nonsense on TikTok and Instagram. But then they turned the SNAP benefits on, and then now all that just went away. Now, a lot of people are upset about Venezuela and everything like that. Now, once there's any kind of kickback to the people to make things a little bit easier for you, everybody gonna say, well, you know what, it probably was better for Venezuela. You know what I mean? Probably was better for them. That way we can ramp up oil production, and you know, we can get the people back and they can have jobs, and we can have all these United States companies come in, and they could be the 51st Commonwealth, right? They can end up being just like who? Puerto Rico. Right. And that will happen, because we just read it just now. And it says that a gift destroys the heart. All right. Boom. Let's get Proverbs 64:1. Do I got any videos over there that's ready to go?
I see a few.
Let me get the True Social.
True Social?
Yeah, let me get the True Social. If you can put it up on the screen, Baba Kashaw. Let's read through the True Social. Let's read with anybody know who True Social is, right? That's Donald Trump, his Twitter page.
You said Proverbs
60 no, not Proverbs, Psalm 64:1. All right, we're gonna read the True Social one. I mean, real quick, right?
I got it on the screen now. So.
All right, no sweat. You can go ahead and read through it. Appreciate it.
All right, this is Donald Trump's page on Truth Social. It says Venezuela is completely surrounded by the largest armada ever assembled in the history of South America.
Mm-hmm.
It will only get bigger, and the shock to them will be like nothing they have ever seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Until such time as they return to the United States of America, all of the oil, land, and other assets that they previously stole from us.
That they what?
Previously stole.
You see the white man? He the devil. He just literally said that they stole the land. They stole the oil from them. And when they didn't steal anything, they just decided to nationalize the oil and keep it and benefit it for themselves, use it to benefit themselves, right? Go ahead, like any other nation would do. That's what Saudi Arabia does. That's what Iran does. Who else got oil? Saudi Arabia, Iran, Russia, different places around the world. They all do that, right? It's nothing different. Go ahead.
The illegitimate Maduro regime is using oil from these stolen oil fields to finance themselves, drug terrorism, human trafficking, murder, and kidnapping.
Ain't that what America does with all the money that they got? Human trafficking. What else?
Human trafficking, murder, drug terrorism.
Go ahead, Matazapa.
Oh, wow. The actual president is brought up on allegations of human trafficking.
Yeah, they real good at projecting, man. Don't they good at projecting, but go ahead.
Got out of one con. For the theft of our assets and many other reasons, including terrorism.
The what? The theft of our what?
Of our assets.
Ain't that what France was saying to Ibrahim Touré over in Burkina Faso? They were saying, "Oh, yeah, you see, you taking that, you're thefting of our assets because we need to use your resources to power up Russia. I mean, to power up France. So you can't do that." And that's with the same thing. You see that, like the lingo that the oppressor uses. Go ahead.
And many other reasons, including terrorism, drug smuggling, and human trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
The Venezuelan regime has been designated a foreign terrorist organization. Therefore, today I am ordering a total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers going into and out of Venezuela.
Yeah, he took everything. He took the tankers, everything. And now the thing, like I was watching like Chavez, right? I mean, not Chavez, but Maduro. Maduro was the president, right? But he got voted out of office, right? But he stayed in office. He just was like, what? I don't care. So that's why you got like you have a mixed reaction between the Venezuelan people, because you got the people that supported the candidate that actually did win, and then you got people that support Maduro. So it's kind of like a mixed reaction between the country. All right, so it's a video I need you to put up. It was about Jon Stewart. It says what does it say? It says
Venezuela, Iraq.
Yeah, there you go. Right. You might have to play it through 2 times just so that we can so the everybody can see it. All right. Might have to play it through 2 times. But I'm gonna show y'all how the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. All right. You can mute my mic and I'll come back after it's over.
I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go! We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
If we can get rid of Saddam, it could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
Can serve as a beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe indeed. I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go! We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
If we can get rid of Saddam, it could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
Can serve as a beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe indeed. I'm not even gonna play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go! We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way.
Oppressor is, man.
Work,
he closing it. Okay, cool. Y'all see how the oppressor, man? It's the same thing between Iraq when they were saying the same nonsense that they was feeding us back in that time. And that time I was in the world. I was believing it. You know what I mean? I was like, maybe they do got weapons of mass destruction. I want to be safe, But come to find out, it wasn't nothing over there. That's what they were telling us, and that was back in when did they go to Iraq? That was what, like 2000, and that was like the 90s. That was the 90s. I think I was in church in the 90s. Yeah, so that's about the 90s, right? 2003?
It was early 2000s.
That was early 2000s, right? So, wait a minute, okay. What you say? It was under Bush, right? Damn. I didn't think it, because wait a minute, 9/11 happened in what? 2001. Yeah, 2001. Okay, 2001. Okay, so it would have been Operation Desert Storm would have been before that.
It says the U.S. invaded Iraq in March of 2003 based on claims
2003.
Saddam Hussein possessed weapons of mass destruction.
Okay, 2003. There we go. And they pulling the same thing now, in 2026. Same thing. Same verbiage. They're saying the same exact thing. And if you're not, smart and understand what the game that's being played, you'll believe it again. 25 years later, the same playbook, that they always use.
the entire region.
All right, boom. Can we go to Psalm 64:1, please? We just got a few more, and then we're gonna be out of here.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked,
Mm-hmm.
from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right. So the insurrection is like the it's like a rebellion, you know, like the rebellion against like the people that are, you know, us, right? And then what is it? What did it say? The what?
The workers of iniquity.
Iniquity is like you know, like they're set to do like evil. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like to deliberately be evil. You know what I mean? Like if it's given a chance for them to do the right thing or do what is evil, they're always going to choose to deliberately be evil. All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword.
Say that one more time.
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Y'all know what wet is, right? WHET. That's like sharpen. Like to sharpen, like you wet. If you wet a sword, it's like you sharpen a sword, right? But it said that their tongue is wet, like a. Say that one more time.
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
Right. They're sharp tongue. Go ahead.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Even bitter words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, you get my point. So it's like how they say like they're terrorists. They're drug dealers, they drug smugglers, you know, they say those things that are like, you know, sharp things that they say about people. Like they say, like the Mexicans are, you know, everybody that's coming from Mexico is basically trafficking fentanyl in America. You know what I mean? And so these are the things that they say. Go ahead.
Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Mm-hmm, which is us. Go ahead.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Mm-hmm.
They commune of laying snares privily.
Right. So they commune. So like communing is like they talk about it like deeply, like what's that called? Like a think tank. You know, they have think tanks about this, right? And then when they think about these things and they think about how they come up with these things that they come up with, they figure out a way to do it in private, you know, like away from the public. You know what I mean? What happened with Trump? When Trump didn't tell Congress, you know what I mean? Because he was afraid that Congress would leak it to the public. So he just went on and did it. So like he got with his cabinet, got with Pete Hegseth, you know what I mean? And they went down in the war room and they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to send in SEAL Team 6 or whatever, and we're going to go it. We're going to do it. Nobody going to know. And then by the time they find out about it, it'll already be done. And then we'll already have the oil done. All right? Go ahead. Keep reading.
They commune of laying snares privily.
Mm-hmm.
They say, who shall see them?
Mm-hmm.
They search out iniquities.
Mm-hmm.
They accomplish a diligent search.
Yeah, because they always looking for how they could do evil. You know what I mean? That's like that's the main goal, you know, always. And they're going to figure out how they can do it and accomplish it. All right, go ahead.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves.
Say that one more time.
So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves.
Didn't we just watch the video? We just watched the video. Like it literally showed, they literally said the same thing.
Right.
Like from the Iraqi conflict, they literally said the same thing. Like they could do it the easy way or we could do it the hard way.
Right.
Weapons of mass destruction. Venezuela, as this is, you know, the fentanyl is the weapons of mass destruction. You know, it's the same parallels between the two. They always make their tongue to fall on themselves because once you do the research, you'll see the game that's being played on you. Right. But there's a lot of people that don't even understand that. You know, there's a lot of people that still say, you know, well, we could all come together, you know. And it's just it's unfortunate, you know, that our people are still jammed up in this way of thinking. Go ahead.
All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of God. For they shall wisely consider of his doing. The righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
And see, this is one thing that the other tribes got to understand is like, if you got like a prejudice against niggas, man, you're gonna have to put that to the side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the tribes aren't gonna be able to beat the oppressor single, you know what I mean? Singular. It's not gonna happen. You know, we try it, but it just don't work that way. It has to be a concerted effort between the 12 tribes to come together so that we can have the power of the Lord to be with us. Because otherwise, what's going to happen? He just went into, he already got Judah. Judah, oh my God, Judah is just like, I think Judah just, and I could be wrong, but I don't know, man. Judah, because we the trendsetters with a lot of this stuff, man. I think we got it, like we get it the worst. And I'm not saying like, because I mean, we ain't got no oil for nobody to take. We ain't got no oil for nobody to take. We don't even got no festivals, do we? Give me a black festival. Somebody give me one. Don't say Juneteenth. That's African. There's a Polish festival, right? What's the other ones? What's the other one? Italian festival, Polish festival, the Jamaican festival, the Puerto Rican festival. Damn, the Lord did a job on Judah, boy. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
You got Freaknik.
Oh, Freaknik. We could definitely do that, right? It was, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, you know what I mean? We got to come together. The tribes got to come together. In all seriousness, man, the tribes got to come together, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to fight against the devil. And we've been coming, saying this, for over 50 years. We've been coming to our people telling them that the oppressor is the devil, but, our people still don't listen. I mean, I tell you, I talk to people all the time that is actively still in church, and I waste my time. Like every time I get to the point where I'll be like, well, you know what? Let me take some time and start breaking the scripture down to you. And I tell you, I'm like, what's going on? Oh yeah, just got out of church. What did you learn? Nothing. We learned about Ruth. Okay, what you learn about Ruth? We learned about Ruth. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, our people are just, and that goes back to like brainwashing. I know how we hear that word like brainwashing and just the influence that the oppressor has over our minds, but like black people are the most hard-headedest people in the planet Earth. Because when you go to our people and you say, man, you're the most special people on the earth, man, the church is doing this. You could break down every scripture. You could tell them why they shouldn't celebrate Christmas. And I remember the general said it one time when I saw the video. The general said, man, he said, people just gotta just admit to themselves that everything that we telling them to do, like not eating pork and not eating shellfish and stuff like that, the truth is you don't care. You know that it's wrong. When you can admit that to yourself, then I think that we will be able to overcome a lot of things that we feel and you know what I mean? When black people are able to admit that, yeah, I hear you, what y'all saying about, we're not supposed to eat crabs. Go ahead. You wanted to say something?
No, I'm just motioning like they be like.
Yeah, just like just be straight up and just say, I know all that's in the Bible, but I don't care. Go ahead.
If I could, I had literally had, a few conversations about, Black traditions being rooted in, oppression, Sunday being on not being a Sabbath, this, that, and the fourth. And that's why I had named my last class, Do You Even Care?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're right. We tell people time and time again, we'll show them clear, concrete facts. And then they go back into just doing the false thing. Like to know that Sabbath is on Saturday and still go to worship on Sunday is just insane to me. That means you don't actually care.
Yeah, you just don't care, right? The the brainwashing is just so heavy on your brain that you just don't care. I mean, you want to go to heaven. You want to, I guess, right? You're a Christian, right? Everybody want to go to heaven. Obviously, nobody's in hell. But that's what you want. But you want to go to heaven, but you don't give a damn about nothing that the Bible is saying or what Jesus says or any of that. Go ahead, Makawar. You got it. Can you speak in the mic so everybody can hear you?
I was talking to somebody today, and they was basically saying they can't keep the Sabbath because they want to live their life to the fullest right now. And right now ain't a time for them to be thinking about the Sabbath. And they know when the Sabbath is. They say from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. And I'm like, well, you can't just chill for 24 hours. I'm like, in my head, I'm just saying that, but I'm listening to the person and they like, well, if I get it all out of me now, when it comes time for me to really want to do it, I'll be able to do it. And the question was asked, so one day you're not going to have the liberty to choose to rest on the Sabbath. You're gonna beg for the Sabbath to come because you're going to be going through so much work. You're going to be working, and that's the only day you get to rest. What you going to do then?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, like with people, they just, it's like we've been so deeply embedded, like with Christianity, that it's just, one of those things where, you just really don't give a damn about anything. And then it's like, who said that you're going to live tomorrow? Who said that? You comfortable, huh? You think that life is promised and you're going to be good. There's a lot of people that's 19 that got killed or 19 that died, 18 that died that wish that they could have had time, right? I bet that's what they was figuring too. That they had time and they was going to live to be, 50 and 60? We all say that in our minds, but you don't know how long you're going to live. So why not serve the Lord now, and because we all know that this is just a temporary thing, right? This is temporary. Everything that you do in life, it really does not matter, right? All the arguments, all of that stuff just doesn't matter. It's just, it's all frivolous, beef, all of that. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what matters is serving the Lord. That's what matters, right? All the rest of the stuff, how much stuff can you do? What? Besides doing drugs and getting with hoes, what much more can you do? You exploring what you can do, right? But it ain't really much you can do. So at this point, man, it's like, why suffer sin for a season when you can serve the Lord and be on the good side, the right side of the Lord, right? And be something powerful. I know when I go to the kingdom of heaven, I want power in the kingdom of heaven. I don't want to be in the kingdom of heaven and be the trash man. You're still in the kingdom of heaven, still talking about how hard it is. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we put ourselves in a good position. I want to be able to be one of the 12,000. You know what I mean? I want to have power. I want to have a double portion of food. You know what I mean? I want to have a lot of wives. I want to have land, cows, sheep, goats. I want to eat good. I don't want to be, in the kingdom of heaven, burying bodies. Go ahead.
I just, for those you don't know, when Cap is saying the 12,000, he's talking about the tribe of Judah because there's going to be 12 from each tribe.
Yeah.
That went over anybody said.
I want to be able to, I don't know. Lord allow. I wouldn't mind going in there talking to Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, we got this going on over here. You know what I'm saying? But most of the people ain't gonna even never talk to him. You're gonna be way back there. You can't even get close to Beyonce. You think you're gonna get close to Christ? To get close to Beyonce is what? $2,000 ticket. You ain't gonna get close to Christ, man. There's gonna be too many people around him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to be, do what I could do here so that, Lord allow I could be in a good spot. You know what I mean? In the next kingdom. All right. Where was we at?
Salakia. We were, let me get back to it. We left off at Psalms 64 and verse 10. And that was the last.
Oh, that was the last verse. Okay, let me get First Maccabees 8 and 13.
First Maccabees.
Let me see. I think that was it.
brothers and sisters started
Oh,
up in here too.
Somebody had said something?
Sir, it was a few comments. I'll go ahead and read them. I did put them up while you were talking. And forgive me if I butcher the name, but I think it's Tabak Ganaz.
Mm-hmm.
It says Deuteronomy in Spanish, but it says Deuteronomy 33 and 24. And Asher, he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren and his feet dipped in oil.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then the brother went on to say, 1910 and up, USA stole oil, gold. Today they want lithium from Mexico.
Yeah, there you go. And they go. I think Donald Trump's gonna be on the warpath. I mean, because he don't got to get elected again. So it's like, what the hell?
Right.
He don't care.
Yes,
Go ahead, sis.
They're saying he's not leaving in 2028. Like laying the groundwork to start all these wars. So
Well, yeah. I mean, if that oil goes down to $1, Trump's not gonna leave. We're gonna want him to be in there. You know what I'm saying? If he go ahead and talk about.
Isn't that essentially what he was saying was the problem with Maduro?
Yeah.
That Maduro wouldn't leave office?
Yeah, because what they're trying to say is that if Trump gets his oil, because the oil reserve is worth $21 trillion. If he gets that fixes the debt in America. That balances the debt. And then it finishes the debt. And then also it ends inflation. And then guess what? The trucking industry booms because the price of fuel will be so low, and then the you know what I mean, and then the price to actually be able to transport goods is at a low, so that will make the trucking company go up. You know what I mean? So if it happens, shit, they might vote Trump to come back in for a third time. Who knows, sis? I don't know. They might say, well, there ain't nobody else better, you know. And I remember the general said it too. I was talking to, the general said, yeah, everything he said about Trump is right. He said Trump's gonna make the money flow. But on the flip side of that, there's gonna be zero tolerance on drugs. You know what I mean? Zero tolerance on drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna affect a lot of our people. You know what I'm saying? Who's out there, because a lot of our people are still hey man, why don't you sit down? Every time you get your hair done, you don't know how to act. He get his hair done, he don't know how to act. They said fentanyl could you look that up real quick? With he classified fentanyl as, I know it's the same thing as when they were talking about what's that called? Crack cocaine. Yeah, Trump classified fentanyl as can't think of it. Slovakia.
1 second, sir.
No sweat. I'm gonna look for this scripture right here real quick.
And I'm holding First Maccabees 8:13 as well.
No sweat. I'm gonna get there with you real quick.
Okay, I found it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is it right here. This is the White House .gov. It says designating fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
There you go. So, brothers, sisters, there's out there that's still trying to hustle Fetty, the Fetty Wap. You better watch it, because when you get locked up with that now, you're looking at some football numbers, and you're gonna tell on the whole hood too, right? You're looking at some football numbers, and then you never know what could happen. They could disappear you, and you be in Seacots and damn where down in El Salvador. So you better watch out. You better leave the drugs alone. It's time to leave all that alone. Go ahead and get you a slavery somewhere. Figure out what you're good at. If you a scammer, man, you might be good with numbers. You know what I mean? Go ahead and try to, go to accounting school or something. Right. Do something, right? But you're gonna have to get out of the life of crime. You know what I mean? Because with AI, we know what I saw, right? I saw a documentary where they use AI now. Like AI can use geofencing. They can they could take a block, right? Let's just say like a block that they suspecting is selling drugs, right? They can take that block, upload it to AI, like the footage, up to AI, right? AI will basically put a genetic footprint on, I hope I'm saying this right, of like how many people goes into this door. You know what I mean? How many people goes into that door?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And they're using AI now that they can say, from AI, the probability of this place right here having drug being the trap is highly likely. Right. Go ahead.
Salaki, if I could, I was gonna say I made the mistake of walking my dog really late at night, and the cops were circling around, the outside of my neighborhood, and kept circling around me. So the activity for police is going up, whether brothers think they can get away with stuff or not. And Trump is making sure officers have something to do.
Well, you was walking your dog. See, that's why I got a dog, man. See, look, I don't got no dogs, man, because, at this point in my life, man, I'm too lazy for dogs, man. They too needy. I'm cool with a cat, man. Look, catch these mice. You know what I mean? Keep these mice up out of here. You know what I mean? And, cats don't need you for nothing.
Nah, they don't.
You come in the house, a cat look at you and just look back at the wall. They don't need nothing. You know what I'm saying? You could call them. They're not going to come. You know what I'm saying? All they need is to be fed in a litter box, and that's that.
Right.
And keep all the mice up out of here. All right? Yeah, them dogs, man, they keep you outside in the middle of the night, huh?
Well, so like
the cops, you out there with the cops.
He's driving past it in an unmarked car, like.
Oh man, he probably wonder how you afford that dog. Oh man,
they know I'm not robbing nobody if I got a big giant white dog I'm walking.
And it's a King Corso?
No, it's a Dogo Argentinian Mastiff.
That sound expensive. So let's see. Like what? That's a what?
And I was holding First Maccabees 8:13.
Okay, I'm getting there with you right now. I wanted to show. This would be a good one to show y'all how the oppressor is. Hold on. Oh, and I got it all highlighted.
Yeah, if you want to grab that.
Khan. So let me know.
Hold on.
Let me know
it was hold on, let me see. Let me look at this real quick. These words are small.
I'm trying to figure out how to add the
Okay, start at 1, and then we're gonna skip down to 12.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It says, now Judas had heard of the Romans.
Had heard of the who?
Of the Romans.
Uh-huh.
That they were mighty and valiant men. Valiant men.
Valiant
men.
Mm-hmm.
And such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them, and make a league of amity with all that came unto them.
Right. So the oppressor is like and we talking about oil now, right? And we talking about how the oppressor, if you align yourself with the oppressor, then he can put you in a good spot, right? And what we see in like different countries where they and when you're in league with them, they'll put you up on high. But then when you start to go against what they're about and the things that they represent, then you're considered a terrorist and everything like that, right? Skip down to 13.
Verse 13. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they would.
Hold on, say that one more time.
Also that whom they would help.
Who they would what?
Who they would help.
So that's how it is. Like it's like America comes in, they help you get to a point. They help you get your they put you in position, right? Go ahead.
To a kingdom,
those reign, right? Those are the people that is going to be good, right? When you're in league with the oppressor, right? Go ahead. Those reign, like those are the people that are going to be in a good spot. Those are the people that's going to be the leaders, right? Go ahead.
And whom again they would, they displace.
There you go. So when the people that is against what the oppressor is about, what happened? They replace you.
Right.
Like how when they go to, they took Maduro out of there. Now he's up in jail. Now they trying to figure out, okay, who's going to run it? We're going to run it until y'all can figure out somebody to run it. But usually it's the person that they find and they're going to be okay and acceptable with running Venezuela from this point is going to be somebody that is going to be subservient to what America wants. Otherwise, it's like them letting somebody be a successor to Maduro is them giving you they're giving you a bone. They're throwing you a bone because they don't have to let you do nothing.
Right.
You get my point? Because they got more guns than you. They got more power than you. They got more military equipment than you, and they got nuclear weapons. So if they let you have a president and they let you do what you do in your country, it's the benevolence of them. They don't need to do any of that because if they wanted to, they could send Dave Chappelle over there to run the damn country.
Right.
If they wanted to. It's like, oh, what? I'll send 50 Cent over there to be the president. What? Play with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it say? When it says, but to whom, hold on, Salakia. It said, to whom again they displace. Go ahead.
Finally, that they were greatly exalted.
Uh-huh.
Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house.
This is going into who they are. You know what I mean? The same way as America, but you could read it though.
Wherein 320 men sat in council daily.
Yeah, that's the government. Go ahead.
Consulting away.
Congress, House of Representatives. Go ahead.
For the people. To the end they might be well ordered. And that they committed their government to one man every year.
That's the president.
Right. Who ruled over all their country. And that all were obedient to that one. And that there was neither envy nor emulation among them. In consideration of these things, Judas chose.
I think that was past the point, right? All right, no sweat. All right, boom. So y'all see what's going on here. Let me see. Boom. Let me see. Did I have any more? Zephaniah 2 and 4. And then that'll be it. Zephaniah 2 and 4. Let me get there with you real quick, just to make sure I'm not going past.
I'll try to get it on. It's more difficult with this app, but I got you. Zephaniah 2 and 4.
Yep. All right. Whenever you're ready.
This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 4.
Wait a minute. I'm tripping. Hold on. Oh no, 2 and you know which one I wanted. 2 and 1. Yeah. It's lucky.
This the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree, bring forth before the day pass of the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Right. So this is us, coming back together, under the Lord, us, doing what we need to do, like Christ said to do, like the Lord said for us to do, the Bible said for us to do. What we've been telling everybody to do is that we have to come back to the Lord. And we see what's happening here in Venezuela is what the oppressor always been doing. you know, and I mean, nobody know it better than Judah, huh?
Right.
But you know, and for all our brothers and sisters that's out there, man, if you're Venezuelan and whatever, man, look, we need to come together, you know, and we got to get ourselves, you know, right, because the 12 tribes of Israel, we ain't going nowhere, obviously, without each other, because year after year, we keep trying to figure out a way to do it. I mean, people, you know, they Catholics and everything, don't they think that something's up with that? You know what I mean? Catholics, all that's down in South America, man. They lost in that damn white Jesus down there. That white Jesus, man, is got a hold on a lot of our people down there, man. And they're gonna have to come back to the Lord and understand that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Right? Get up in these classes, drop something in the bucket. You know what I mean? Drop something in the bucket. Let's not, I mean, just for, you know, the world thinks it's 2026, all right? But we really know what the real deal is. But what I'm saying is, whatever it is, 2026, man, you know, let's try something different this year. You know what I mean? Let's try to not do the same things we did last year. You know what I mean? Let's go into this year in a better footing than we was the year previous, the previous years, right? Let's continue to grow the school. Let's continue to come into this truth, because I mean, what the hell? All we're asking you to do is give us, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours of your day. All right. You give it to your oppressor with no problem at all. Right. So get up in here, get this truth, learn these scriptures, get them broke down. And for the sisters with the super big mouths, not the sisters in here, but the sisters in the world with the super big mouths, get under some brother's foot and learn the damn scriptures the right way, right? Because a lot of sisters be trying to, you know, come with what they heard, you know, in a movie. But learn the right way, man. Come into the truth, man, and get down with the nearest camp leader in your city. You know what I mean? And Lord allow, we'll be here next week and check out the videos that's coming out from the brothers on the rest of the week. All right. And with that being said, go ahead. You want to say something?
All right. And we have a sister that has a question in the chat. CC9153 says, Shalom, Lord in Christ. Sister Cicely, or Salaki, if I messed your name up, First Maccabees 8 and 14 basically meant that they weren't up to the job after they were the displacement, if I'm not mistaken. So let me
see. You said 8 and what? 8 and 14?
8 and 14.
That's what we just was reading, right? Yeah.
Kind of want to let me see. First Maccabees. I think that, yeah, she said First Maccabees 8 and 14. Maybe she meant 13, because that's where it says displace.
I'm not sure.
Let me get there real quick, Salakia.
There's also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, semicolon, and whom again there would they displaced. Finally, that they were greatly exalted. So like it's just like how, you know, like you look in today how the oppressor, like remember when you go into verse 1, it talks about how, you know, how people, they heard about the Romans and they heard about how they got down, and a lot of people that gets down with the Romans, and the Romans are Americans today, same people, same thing. So it's like when you get down with them, they'll help you to your kingdom. You know what I mean? They'll help you. They'll prop you up, and you will be the man, right? You'll be the man in your country. But then if you go against America, then they can make you be a terrorist, right? And they can make the people rejoice over the fact that you got arrested. Y'all see what happened with Maduro? There's people that's happy that Maduro got arrested by Donald Trump. You see what I'm saying? It's like the oppressor can make you or break you.
Right.
If that's as simple as I can put it. All right. Y'all good?
Kyle, let me just check the sound real quick.
And go back and watch the beginning of the video, man. Watch the beginning of the video. Please watch the beginning of the video, because I want y'all to be able to see the stuff at the beginning of the class. All right. And with that being said, I think we're good, right? All right, no problem at all, man. Let's go ahead and turn the class over to Precinct Officer Michael Ward.
You can start reading. I'll go ahead and get the camera on you.
Here's the UBK service security announcements for the new rules of any brother or sister. Brother or sisters off women for 6 months. They'll just be saluted only after 6 months. If any brother or sister is interested in a particular person, they're to seek counsel from the head, tithing, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8. My Aisha up is 10th in Hebrew, 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering. It's not mandatory. Give what you will. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Purim, February 19th, and the 20th here at 51 Blue Hand Drive. So all the blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics.
No, you good. Just
all the
so
blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. Get here, man. We're gonna come together as the Bible says. If any brother wants to become a trooper at a school, start wearing all black boots, pants, shirt, headband, scarf. With that being said, men of Israel, my dream will be to stand. I'm gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, mighty Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Katham.
God's the time these hands down. So I'm gonna turn to the sisters. Give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, mighty Barak.
Yahweh Shema Atan B'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh the top, hands down, class.